Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. Thank you very much for clicking, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This isn't a video that I personally wanted to do because it's quite sensitive in nature. It is about a sexual assault on a 10-year-old girl in Ireland, and it's quite close to home because my family are Irish. I was born in England, but all my family are from Northern Ireland. Now, what happened was a young girl was taken to a hotel by a African migrant, sexually assaulted, and I can't I can't say the word because my video wouldn't be allowed to be uploaded, but it sounds like grape. So, yeah. So, I'm going to try my best not to say that word, so I'm going to use sexual assault instead. Now, the migrant was 26 years old. The victim, unfortunately, was a 10-year-old girl, Irish girl from Dublin, and she was taken in early hours Monday, I think it was, and she was sexually assaulted in the hotel room, I believe, and Dublin was set on fire, and rightly so. In fact, they wasn't angry enough. They were just standing there throwing rocks at police officers with shields. I don't want to say that you have to be more violent because you know they're not gonna take us seriously. If us if we're just standing there with signs and chanting "Go back, you're not welcome here," while they're carrying on stabbing our sisters, raping our sons and daughters, they're not going to stop until we start putting our voices into physical action. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. I mean, if you're in a schoolyard and a bully keeps on punching you in the face and you keep on saying to him, stop it, he's not going to. The only time a bully stops beating you up is when you clench your fist and fight back. Then the bully will stop punching you because he knows that you're going to fight back and have that equal violence towards him. That's the only way it's going to stop. The only language these people understand is violence. So you need to learn to speak it fluently. Now, before I get to this story, I want to show you a clip that I found from a television series from Ross Kemp. It's called Extreme World. Now, for those who don't know who Ross Kemp is, he used to star in a TV show called EastEnders. Now, EastEnders started around about 1985, I believe, and he was a young lad starring in this British TV show. Now, he was in this TV show for a very long time before he decided to leave and did other things. Now, some of the things that he did was Ross Kemp with gangs. He went on to do a few other TV shows as well as game shows, as you can see on the screen here. And what he did mostly, he went around to see violent criminals as well as gang members, not just in England but around the world. He also went to Afghanistan with the British Army and did a few episodes with them. And this is him here. He was a young lad. He played a character called Grant Mitchell. This is him when he started off in EastEnders, and this is him now. A lot older as we all get, but the reason why I'm bringing him up is because when I heard about this African migrant sexually assaulting this 10-year-old girl, I immediately thought of a clip I saw from Extreme World where Ross Kemp was interviewing these three African men talking about them sexually assaulting their victims. Now, I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to tell you right now it's not for the weak hearted because what they say was, or what they talked about their victims is absolutely horrendous. So, this is a warning. If you do not want to listen, do not listen to this video. Just go watch my other videos or go do whatever it is that you want to do because it is heartbreaking and extremely disturbing how these people have no remorse for what they do to their victims. So, without further ado, and this is a warning, I'm going to play the clip for you now. So, you have been warned.
End up having rape cases, some of us end up having.
So what, you rape girls?
Some of us, yeah, some of us.
Do you know how many times you've done that? How many times have you raped girls?
I did it maybe 2 or 3 times.
I did it once.
I did it 4 times.
Did it once.
Yeah, because a lot of times I was with him. Yeah, he's a friend, I'm with him all the time,
How do you go about doing it? A bunch of you push her into a corner, or?
No, so we do it much simpler, One of us pretends as if he's a nice guy, he wants to get her number or something, and you would grab her and say, hey, shut up.
Surely she shouts, no?
No, we tell him that.
We make sure that she doesn't.
When you scream, we tell him that when you scream, we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, and she sees you with a knife or something, anything that is a weapon, she will stay still, she will never scream. He grabs the legs, both of the legs. I grab the hands, and then he deals with the clothes, yeah, and then we go one by one. We call it jack rolling, Yeah, exactly, because you kind of jack her, and then you roll her, Yeah, it's jack rolling, you jack her and then you put her on the floor. Yeah. We would say, guys, come on, let's do this fast, guys. Yeah, you enjoying it, huh? And we would beat our hands, high five. What's it? Yeah, we're doing it. Let's do this. Yeah, kind of like we're happy for a moment, but after we're done doing that, okay, we're done, guys, let's go.
Some of them, they're not screaming. It's like they wanted to be raped, you see. She also grabs you see, no
it's
more
like
crying.
She's enjoying it, even though she isn't, but it's like she's enjoying it.
Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right to rape?
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
What about the consequences of what you're doing in terms of how that affects the person that's raped?
Yeah, the consequences, we look at that all the time, because it happens, she might scream, people might wake up. A lot of people.
I don't mean to cut off the video, but I'm trying my best not to punch the screen, because he's trying his hardest to explain to these 3 lads that their actions against these victims cause emotional damage as well as mental damage to their victims. And they keep on bringing it back to themselves like, oh yeah, I'm afraid that people will hear us sexually assaulting, or they might get pregnant, or we might get sexual diseases. They're putting their self first and not the victim. They're so out of touch of what they're doing. It's absolutely horrendous. And keep on looking at Ross Kemp's face every time he's trying to explain that. What happens to the victim? The victim in this situation. Are you worried about the victim or what you're doing to her? And they're like, yeah, I'm scared about her getting pregnant. I'm scared about us getting diseases. It's not about you, you fucking prick. It's what you're doing to the victim.
You've done to the girl?
I also do regret about it, because if she fell pregnant, what will be that baby's father? Who will be that baby's father?
But what about her personal feelings?
It's simple,
Well, no,
it's
because
simple.
you're effectively, aren't you doing something that's hurting another human being?
Yeah, like he said at first, when you do something like that, you don't think about what might happen after. You don't think about the consequences, You just think about what is happening now.
And this is the type of shit that we in Europe have to put up with this. Now, I'm not talking about race. This is nothing to do with the race. This is culture, okay? This is what these people's culture is like in their country. And they bring it over to our country, and our culture is completely different. And we clash. They think they can rape young girls. They can have sex with anybody that they like, and there's no consequences. Their only fear of being caught is they might have sexual diseases, or she might scream and she might get pregnant. They don't care about what they do to our kids or our sisters, our partners. And the government are allowing these people from other countries that have completely different views to ours to enter our nation in hundreds or thousands of them. These people are not refugees. Okay, they're coming from France. A refugee is somebody that escapes a war zone. There is no war zone in France, Germany. They go past about 15 countries to get to the UK and Ireland. All these countries can take them in. They're here for one purpose, and one purpose only, to take over. And our government are allowing this to happen. And if we dare to say anything, we are racist. If we dare to say anything, we are right-wing extremists or right-wing nationalists. No, we're not. We're brothers who are in fear of our sisters. We are fathers who are scared for our daughters. And the thing is, white liberal women of this country, as well as other countries, are siding with these immigrants and calling their own people hateful racists for not allowing our children to be stabbed. Now, if you think this is the only story of young girls being molested, you are wrong. Women are getting stabbed with screwdrivers by these people. Women who work in hotels, migrant hotels, are getting stabbed walking home by the people that they are helping. And if you do not believe me, watch.
Is the depraved dance of a murderer high on his crime. Deng Cholmajek had attacked a staff member from the asylum hotel where he was being housed. Outside he celebrated, while in the background police and paramedics rushed to help. Seemingly excited after stabbing 27-year-old Rhiannon White more than 23 times with a screwdriver. She died in hospital 3 days later, never making it home to her son. On the 20th of October last year, Majek, circled in green, kept staring at Rhiannon, seen here with blue hair. One colleague said it felt like he was planning something. He was. After she finished her shift at 11 p.m, Rhiannon left the Park Inn Hotel on foot, crossing a car park and walking under the motorway to reach Bescot Stadium station. CCTV footage shows Rhiannon in the car park on her phone. She was catching up with one of her best friends. 90 seconds later, Majek was caught on the same camera, tracking her.
Rhiannon was still on that call as she made her way along this path and up these stairs to the deserted train station platform. Her friend heard her screams as Majek launched his frenzied attack, stabbing her repeatedly in the head with a screwdriver.
She was found slumped on the platform when the train she was meant to catch pulled in. She never regained consciousness. Majek was arrested before dawn. His only defence has been denial, even though clothes found in his room were covered in Rhiannon's blood.
Now, this isn't going to stop. More women of this country are going to be murdered. More young lads are going to get stabbed. And more little girls are going to be sexually assaulted. Until our government put their citizens, the people who pay them to be in power, the people who work, who pay taxes, to elect these people for our safety, for us. Not for people who come here on boats, who get free healthcare, hotels. Some people are living in castles. We are technically paying in our taxes towards our government to fund people sexually assaulting and murdering our children. Make it make sense, because I can't. Anyway, I need to go because this is pissing me off. I don't know if this is going to be allowed to be uploaded because YouTube and other platforms are very sensitive on this topic. But if you watch this, please send it out. Please like, share, subscribe, send it to people. We have to do something because it's not going to end. And if it does end, it's going to end extremely bloody and violently. And that's something I don't want. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Please keep an eye on your kids. Do not let them out of your sight, because we do not live in the same country we once did 20 years ago. It is a completely different place now.